What is going on, everybody? It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. When we left off,
we returned.
We returned to the world in the first place.
Yeah, after
but now
over
we've gone
2
to
months.
Lord Vortex, and we're finally going to get to become a lawyer again, but he's got a strange case for us. But first, we want to talk about the just in case it takes us away from instantly, I want to hear about the symposium a little bit. My friend, numerous international conferences are being held in conjunction with the World's Fair. And next month, the most important and large-scale symposium of them all will begin. The International Forensic Symposium. At long last, a new age of scientific investigation will begin. Precisely. It will indeed.
Whoa!
I can control birds like
Do you have those just trained?
I scare them from my clock tower every single time I do that. Culture, technology, wealth, all of it here in London. Its population numbering 6 million. Though it pains my heart to say that the crime rate is only rising alongside it. That is why it is even more vital that we introduce the latest techniques to fight back. And that's where scientific investigation comes in, right? Precisely. It is indeed.
Wow, you scared the birds again.
However, though this also pains my heart to say.
You have a heart!
Damn. It's now a vortex. I have no choice but to admit that our country's forensic techniques are behind the times. Is that so? It's a rather grave problem. Precisely, it is a grave matter indeed.
Wow, Yin!
She's just amazed by the birds every time they go by the clock. If I were a great British Empire's Attorney General, the crime rate in London and the number of solved cases would paint a different picture. There are 12 major reasons and 223 supporting bases that I have to back up this claim.
Jeez.
Whoa, wait. As a show of apology for making you wait, allow me to give you a simple rundown of them. No, please stop.
Oh, this sounds interesting.
No, don't egg him on. 15 years ago when I first...
Oh, God.
7 years ago. I was born in Log Cabin.
Oh, my God.
That echo of the... That was a great effect.
Yeah.
I had to cut a little out, but I believe you should get the gist of it from that. I intend to formally establish Scotland Yard's own dedicated forensics division. And there you have my mission. Your thoughts? I see. Yes, that sounds absolutely marvelous. It only took 50 years of my life. Thanks.
You sound like Soseki.
Precisely. It will be marvelous indeed.
You look great for 50. 58.
And of course, Iris gets away with running off and finding something
60,
to read.
because she's 10. My brain was like, Pearl, 8. No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's finally done. So think any of it will come in handy.
Were you even listening? You're the one who brought on that conversation. I wasn't conscious for most of it, to be honest. He's a lot more passionate than he looks.
He blacked out.
All right, now let's talk about this strange case you have for us.
I mean, strange is kind of par for the course for...
What is this strange case? Yeah,
for us.
Yeah, all we get are strange cases from this man. Yes, I do believe it was reported in the newspapers. Have you heard of the major accident that occurred on the fairs just yesterday? No, I haven't.
Oh, I have. It was a curious experiment by scientists from Germany. Let me think. It was something like the... let me try that again. Electromateria transporter.
Excuse me? The who what?
Oh, I want to try and make tea that smells as fishy as this.
He seems way too excited for something that I'm sure isn't good news. Large explosion happened on the demonstration stage and a man died.
Oh!
His name was
Elder Menigan.
I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like Elder or if the Y was going to have a heavier thing to it. I'll just say Elderman again for now because that's easier on me.
Elder Menigan?
It wouldn't make...
I don't know.
I was going to say, it might be Elder just spelled weirdly because Elder just kind of doesn't
Ellider?
flow. Ellider? That? He was known in the world as large as at large as an investor. An explosion?
So, someone really died?
A scientist from Germany by the name of Benjamin Dobenbow was the one responsible. He was immediately arrested after the incident, and his trial is due to be held tomorrow. The charge is murder. What? Murder? If you intend to take his case, I'd advise you to head to the jail with all due haste. There isn't much time left for you to carry out an investigation.
Oh.
World's Fair, science experiment, an accident, and now murder. I don't have a clear picture of this at all.
First thing on the list is to head to the jail and meet with that German scientist, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. The German scientist. Great, I gotta break out the German accent. Oh dear.
It's been a while.
Oh, incidentally, this case has some curious connections to the Grim Reaper. Huh? Prosecutor Van Zieks?
It does?
Huh. Well, I guess he doesn't want to talk about that at all. Usually walks away before we...
Wait, can we present the newspaper to him?
What about my armband? Do you like that? Lord Vortex. About this, That's the emblem of a defense lawyer in the Empire of Japan, correct? Oh, I didn't realize you would know. I make sure to take a look over any partnered country's legal system. However, that emblem is nothing more than decoration. We'll see your true skills in court. Yes, my lord. Okay, you care about the newspaper? You want to tell me more about it? Oh, that's right. Please take a look at this. I see the World's Fair is as much of a success as I expected. No, not that. The back. The back of the newspaper.
The darkness.
The back.
The shadows.
In the shadows, like Ms. Holmes said. What? Deathbringer attacked. I see. You've achieved not guilty verdicts with the Reaper as your opponent before.
So, how is Grimmy? Is it dead or anything, right?
Be at ease, the Grim Reaper himself would not die so easily. Please tell us more about it. I don't see why not.
Oh, wow.
Ask me when I feel up to it.
Oh.
And when would that be exactly?
Never. Oh.
Well, I guess it's right now.
The Reaper lives!
Think Lord Van Zieks is unharmed. He's skilled with a weapon. A few throwaway criminals are nothing. Even though they were armed with guns? Amazing. Why was Prosecutor Van Zieks attacked in the first place? It all happened 1 month ago. A man revered with his criminal organization as their king was prosecuted by Lord Van Zieks.
Huh.
But he received a not guilty verdict. No doubt due to a large sum of money changing hands. Bribery, huh? It is a truly deplorable state of affairs. Apparently the entire jury was brought out. But
the entire jury?
That's
Dang.
an expensive bag right there. The man was allowed to go free. Until yesterday when he met a horrifying end. You don't mean Grim Reaper got him? Regardless of my opinion on the matter, that is what the man's organizations believed. The name of the criminal who met that untimely death was Elder Mennigan. What? Mennigan?
That's the name of the man who died in that big explosion.
His title of investor was only a front. In reality, he was the boss of a criminal organization. What on earth?
So that's why it's connected to the case.
Yeah. Lord Vortex, may I ask you a question? Of course. Why do you allow Prosecutor Van Zieks to stand in court? Well, that took long enough for you to ask. Criminals who are innocent meet a mysterious death once they leave his court. And the criminals who fear the same fate attempt to take revenge on Lord Van Zieks. But there isn't a single shred of evidence to prove he's really the Reaper. There's something twisted about all this. There are two reasons that I have Beric Van Zieks stand in court. Firstly, Lord Van Zieks is the most outstanding prosecutor in law of London. And secondly, Lord Van Zieks is completely unrelated to the deaths that happen outside the courthouse. But it makes no sense how so many people could die like this without someone behind it.
Yeah.
It's me. Lord Van Zieks may be known as the Grim Reaper, but rest assured, he is not a killer.
I am.
That is why I allow him to stand in the Crown Court. So long as he is willing, I will not refuse him. Well, I must be making my way to my next meeting. With a Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I'm already 11 hours and 60 minutes late. They might be tired of waiting by the... 11 hours? Wow!
Oh, wow.
You're usually a time... Why are you so behind on time? Jesus. 11 hours? It must take some bravery to be that late. It's no bother. I was already hours late by the time I came here. By that stage, I had no choice but to accept the reality of the situation. Maybe you shouldn't have gone on and on about your 12 reasons and 223 whatever.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Ask you where I could find Prosecutor Van Zieks.
Is he in that same hospital?
Always likely in his office right now.
Oh, it was
the man himself about the attack.
It was. I don't. Whoa.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll leave Dr.
Dobinbo.
Dobinbo in your capable hands. That's a name I gotta get used to. In your capable hands. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Get your hand on my face.
So, as we move along, after watching the... Oh, thank you for your new destination. We got the jail and the prosecutor's office. So, after watching the opening cutscene, I bet that I know what's going to play a part in court to finding out, like, what was going to happen in the first place. I'm going to, at first, and maybe you'll get this because we watched the movie together. I've watched it twice now because I watched it once with you. I think it's going to be a similar situation to The Prestige.
I had a feeling you were going to say
Christian
that.
So I'll let that linger in the air for now. See if any of you extremely cultured people have seen that movie. I
It's
trust
a very
all of you.
good movie.
It is a wonderful movie.
Like, it's very good.
And it's also fitting because it also takes place way in the past. And you know, now that I'll let the wall down, but I'll move past the Prestige for those that haven't watched it. But well, actually, that would be a spoiler to the movie if I go ahead and say my theory now. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Should I? What's your thought process on this?
The movie has been out for years.
It has been out for a long time. So, all right, my theory on what was going to happen in that thing is that, you know, it was the teletransport of a thingamajig, and they were going to blast it over there, and he was going to pop up in that other spot. And so, obviously, this is 1900. Even if it was a sci-fi game, like this technology does not exist to do such a thing. It was going to be a magic trick to impress someone. And it was going to be, you know, either someone dressed up similarly to our first person, or it was going to be a twin, and they were going to pop out on the other side. But for some reason, this dude got So,
I think the culprit per se was, set up apparently.
I would assume so.
Like framed.
I don't
because he looked way too excited about this working for him to be like, murder. He's just like, science.
It makes you wonder if it would be the
he
second
Jesse Pinkman.
Maybe the second person that was involved for the switcheroo was the person that sabotaged it all. Maybe. First off, we're gonna go.
If it's lined up with your theory.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be. In a game that's
been a long time
fairly
since you
based
made an
on
Ace
reality.
Attorney theory.
Listen, this is more based in reality than freaking Phoenix Wright is with all the Magatamas and all that stuff going on. This actually has reality built in it. There's no way they're like, oh, actually, it's 1900, but we did find a way to melt him down to a molecular level and shoot him across space and time.
What was that voice?
I don't know.
You've never used that voice before. How? Oh, wow, is this the infamous Grimmy's room? We've never been to his office before.
No, this is the first, and I see his wine bottle rack over there.
It's so fancy.
On the throne. Yeah, seems so.
Oh, the rumors were right. It really feels like someone's died in here.
Huh? Who's that over there?
Feels like someone's died. Hello?
He can only mask his presence. I wonder who he is. I mean, I would assume that's him, but that doesn't look quite right on the cuffs or anything.
Just what we don't.
Whoa! Oh, that was him talking.
Oh God! Hi.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while. We've never seen you like this. This is. I
thought you were. I thought you got
attacked.
shot.
I feel threatened. I don't like this close. This right in front of our face.
He's just as. No, he's even more unwelcoming than I thought he would be. I'm glad we got there safe after what happened. So who's getting punished over there? He isn't being punished. Huh? He is my disciple. He's sitting there because he wishes to. Your disciple? You're the man pictured in the newspaper, isn't he? He's skilled and competent, but is a quality necessary for a disciple of mine. Because he attacks against you as the Grim Reaper? The Grim Reaper, I'd love nothing more than to find out who on earth that really is. But as if that being truly has taken root in our crown court. Huh. I mean, I'll talk to you in a second, number one.
Dude, Ryu right now is looking straight up.
Yeah.
Because our boy is not tall.
No,
and
Van
Varric
Zieks
is very tall.
These holy grails and holy bottles are arranged beautifully on the shelf. These bottles contain only the finest products which I picked out personally from the
Vineyard.
And these crystal chalices were molded by only the most skilled of craftsmen.
But you break them all the time. Then why do you keep throwing them every which way in court?
Because you piss me off. That would be because a certain somebody is always making such absurd claims.
That's the nice way of saying what you said.
Yeah. Do not forget the craftsman's blood, sweat, and tears the next time you open your mouth.
But you're the one
actually blaming me for the broken chalices.
You're the one who throws them.
What a fucking... Ooh, a chess set. I know someone who like this.
Yeah, that's familiar.
This is Lord Van Zieks' desk. Everything here looks very elegant and refined.
There's a marble chessboard next to it.
Chess? Is that the Western shogi I've heard so much about? I know I don't look it, but I'm pretty good at solving shogi problems in puzzle books. Books.
Oh, we have something like that in chess too. They're called chess problems.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to challenge Lord Van Zieks one day. Challenge him over shogi problems, that is.
I'm not sure that'd be a very fair fight.
Yeah, we get fucking stomped.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well, no, in shogi, you know, Ryu would win because it's a Japanese thing.
Well, I thought he was just saying chess, but...
He said shogi problems.
Oh. Well, alright. Picture. Giant picture.
Yeah.
This painting is really impressive.
Whoa.
Young Van Zieks. It's so majestic, and it has almost a divine dignity to it. But I have to say, they got the face completely wrong. Doesn't look anything like Lord Van Zieks. Or maybe it's not him,
I don't think it's him,
Maybe it's his father or something.
I mean, I can see the resemblance, but they made him look way too good.
Hey, that reminds me. When Emperor Napoleon had his portrait done, he told the painter to make him look better.
Yeah, but that would mean he wasn't very good looking to begin with.
That's clearly not my portrait. Surely you can tell just by looking at it.
I can tell.
Huh? Then whose portrait is it?
Father, brother.
Well, he doesn't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Someone who's dead now.
Probably.
I mean, based off how similar they look, I would say most likely father, because usually try and split
based
siblings
on Ace
a little
Attorney,
bit.
most likely father.
Yeah, you're not wrong. If it's a father figure, they're sure to be dead eventually.
Bum, 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 bum,
Okay. Why do you have a fucking sculpture of the
wow,
fair
look at
here?
this. It's a perfect reproduction of the World's Fair. Yeah.
It's so detailed. I don't know why you got it here.
I bet he doesn't have time to go to the fair, so you made this to feel like he's actually there.
Maybe he does have the time, but he's just too embarrassed to be seen there.
Tsundere.
Its purpose is clear to recreate the scene of the crime.
Eek!
I'll make you regret painting me as someone who's so bashful, Japanese boy.
Tsundere.
I can't believe you heard us from all the way over there.
Sounds like a very tsundere thing to say, sir.
Okay, nothing else over here, just that and that. And then I'll talk to you in a second. Anything about these wine barrels? This entire wall's crammed full of antique barrels.
I don't know why, but the Grim Reaper having a ton of barrels in his office is kind of creepy.
You don't think? He keeps the bodies of those who have escaped a guilty verdict in these?
Did you see her face?
How absurd this may look like a collection of wine barrels. Oh, thanks for letting us know.
Poor Van Zieks.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to worry about us.
I love that. By the sound of your conversation, it seems like I should. Also,
Poor guy.
is these bats here? Is he
they
really
look
Dracula?
like... Oh, my God, yeah, they are.
He got jump scared. Hey, look, the bats.
I bet they're Grimmy's disciples.
He already got one of those, hasn't he? Dressed entirely in black, never saying a word. I suppose he can't fly.
Well, then they must be Grimmy's friends. No.
Actually, I liked it better when they were his disciples. Either way, they're creepy.
He has bats in his office. He really is a vampire.
It looks like he's being punished for something.
I've never seen someone sit like that before.
He hasn't moved a muscle since we got here. Is he dead?
If he were, he would have fallen over by now, Ryu.
We could probably find out by talking to him. But I don't think we get any warm reception.
I'm telling you, he's not dead.
Fine. Nice office. All right, let's talk.
Nice
Wait,
coat.
number one, Hey, take a look at my armband. About this. What is that? It's proof of my status as defense attorney in the Empire of Japan, huh? It's not fake at all. What would you have to gain by showing it to a prosecutor of the British Empire? Good question. However, if it helps you remember your position, then there's indeed meaning to wearing it. What?
Oh.
I do not mean you should show it to everyone. Just ensure you always have it on you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was incredibly sincere.
Yeah. Hey, look at this article about you.
Oh.
Van Zieks, can I ask you about this news article? Oh, that it seems there's a news reporter nearby when the stripling happened.
He's like, oh, that.
It's embarrassing to admit, but I honestly didn't even notice this photo being taken.
It looks like it was taken after the baddies had already run away.
The police have already been arrested, every last one of them.
The police have been arrested?
Listen, I can't English. By the way, there's someone else standing behind you in this picture. Looks like the same man sitting right over there. But is it? As I stated earlier, that man is my disciple. If possible. If possible, could you tell us a bit more about him? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh God, there's a whole bunch of talk.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked to him yet. We just looked around this room. So, about last night's attacks first. Heard it from Lord Vortex that the attack last night was revenge. He isn't wrong. It was attacked by members of Elder Menigan's criminal organization. Once the investigation began, they would all be arrested. They wanted to prevent that. Elder Menigan. On the surface, he was one of London's most generous investors. However, none of his money was clean. It was all made through crime.
Those baddies used that money to get a not guilty verdict, didn't they? And in Grimmy's court, too.
In the end, he died. Yesterday, he left this world in a most peculiar fashion. Oh, I know about that. That's because the experiment.
He's like,
what the fuck did you just say?
His face, he was just like, what?
The device that exploded during the public demonstration and Mr. Menigan died.
He's like, oh, that, yeah.
Yes, indeed. I am no god. Do you really believe I'm capable of causing explosions out of thin air? Well, maybe if... No, you could.
Maybe if you were a state alchemist, you could, put some little transmutation circle on the back of your gloves and snap your fingers and then kaboom!
So the Grim Reaper is innocent.
Some people will get that reference.
Yeah.
What a coincidence, though! Ryu's going to be defending the scientist who caused the accident tomorrow.
What? You're his defense? Yes, I am. I think his name was, Benjamin. Benjamin Dobenbow. Do you know the defendant?
Got really awkward.
Of course I do.
Okay.
He was my classmate back when I was studying at the University of London.
Oh.
What?
What?
Classmates? But I heard that Dr. Dobenbow came from Germany. No, he's British through and through.
Oh.
After graduating from the University of London, he emigrated to Germany for his research. You said he was your classmate, right? I studied law and he science. The paths we followed were different, but we got on surprisingly well. I haven't seen him since graduation, though. These were not the circumstances under which I expected to hear his name again. Not to mention that you shall be standing in court as his lawyer. If looks could kill.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I heard Dr. Dobenbow is being charged for murder. I'm more than aware. After all, I shall be the one prosecuting him.
Oh.
What? You're the prosecutor? But Dr. Dobenbow is your former classmate, isn't he? More than just a classmate, he is my friend. But you're going to prosecute him? Why? You'll know what'll happen.
Wait, you have a friend? They aren't bats. The defendants judged by the Grim Reaper have no hope of salvation.
What's his gambit here?
Hangman's Gambit.
God, no. Not in this game.
No, leave that evil out of this.
What did you mean earlier? When you said that you wanted to learn the Reaper's true identity? off the prosecutor and a mere mortal? No, in no way am I a god, neither death or life.
But everyone that you prosecute dies, right? It doesn't matter what the verdict is. All that matters is that you're in the court.
The defendants I have prosecuted until now were evil beyond doubt. They're all deserving of their guilty verdicts. I am not dissatisfied with their fates.
Especially McGundle.
But Soseki Natsume wasn't evil.
Yeah. Neither was G-Bane. She's still alive and well, working hard.
So far. Certainly since I met you, something may have changed. In any case, the criminals that escaped my grasp all met mysterious deaths. However, I cannot tell you who is carrying out those killings.
But Vortex said that as well, that you're unrelated to the deaths.
But because of that, you're being attacked by baddies all the time, Grimmy!
I've heard that since I became known as the Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey, the felony rate in London has dramatically decreased.
Huh.
What?
Because people are scared of dying.
Yeah. No matter how evil the criminal, they all cherish their lives.
Yep.
Wait, don't tell me.
If being labeled the Reaper does something for this capital, then I will happily shoulder the burden of that notorious name.
Oh, wow.
But then one day your life might be taken instead.
That is something for God to decide.
Lord Van Zieks.
Okay, he's showing some character development
I
now.
love it. Disciple.
Well, less so development and more we're learning more about
Yeah,
him.
revelation.
He has come to me to learn the ways of a prosecutor.
Huh.
I suppose you could call him my disciple.
Just like what Ryu is to Holmesy.
I don't recall ever agreeing to becoming Mr. Holmes' disciple.
He is currently writing up a report about last night's attack.
Huh.
What?
Why is he wearing a mask?
He was ordered to by Lord Vortex. No one knows the face hidden under it, nor from whence he came.
But why does someone suspicious follow you around?
Those are also orders from Lord Vortex.
What the
That
hell?
man doesn't do anything without reason. I'm sure he has something planned.
I see.
You don't question it? You're just like, alright, there's this random Oh, hi. He's terrifying.
Good work. Would appreciate if you could write a petition letter now.
Why is he so scary?
Hello. Okay, bye. And there he goes. What is this feeling? This is the first time I've met his disciple, I'm sure of it. And yet, for some reason, it feels like we've met before.
I have a theory.
I wouldn't bother. He doesn't speak a word to outsiders. He was ordered as such by Lord Vortex.
I see.
However, may I ask why you appear so interested in him?
Invested.
It's nothing. Thank you very much for your time. Even when he's standing normally, like he's constantly on guard.
Yeah. He looks ready to punch something at any second.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I have a theory.
You have a theory? Lay it on me. Let me hear it.
That's a suck.
Oh boy.
I think that's a suck.
Well, just remembered. But I ask you something.
Of course. What is it?
Is that Japanese friend of yours doing well?
Oh, he's actually asking
Huh?
about Suzuto. Or no.
The man was twice
You're
arrested
asking
half a
about.
year ago.
You're asking about him?
Slouch.
Really?
Had a mustache. Always quivering.
Oh,
I thought he
Soseki?
hated him. It's kind of weird to know you remembered him from that description.
Yes, he's perfectly healthy. In fact, I received a letter from him just the other day.
I see.
He seems relieved, I think.
Listen to that conversation here.
Wow, were you worried about him?
The trial. You should go investigate the scene.
Bro!
Understood. Thank you very much for singing with us. This is music. Prosecutor Van Zieks was actually worried about the Japanese person.
Yeah.
Soseki, no less.
Yeah, what the
I feel strangely happy to know that.
You're not as racist as I thought? Question mark? Can't believe that clumsy scientist is Grimmy's friend. Pretty surprising.
Clumsy scientist? Oh, you mean our client? I should ask him later about his relationship with Prosecutor Van Zieks. And we're gonna ask him next time.
But yeah, dude, that just something. There's something about that person. Just like, I think it's partner.
I can understand that. The biggest question is, partner died.
Yeah, but it could have been a setup.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because, I mean, they decided to push forward the fact of, like, I feel like I know this person from somewhere. And our list of people that we know is very small.
Uh-huh.
It's like, so it could be like Sherlock in disguise.
And plus, Vortex is behind all of it. He said, don't, don't be seen. Don't even talk to anyone.
Yeah, no, Vortex knows something that's fucking going on here.
I think it's Asugi. Plus, his jawline and his skin tone matches.
You would, of course, remember something like that.
I'm an artist.